Hello all, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever heard about the moving average crossover technique and how it can help you to spot trends in the stock market? If not, don't worry. Today we will see how this simple technique works and we will be also using the Google Sheets with the live example. First, let's start with the basic. A moving average is simply the average price of the stock over a certain number of days. So let me go through the trading view where I have opened the chart of HDFC Bank where I have added the daily thing. So what is moving average? The moving average gives the average of the price. I have added three moving averages: 20 DMA, that is orange in color, 50 DMA, that is purple in color, and then 200 DMA, that is black in color. So if you see that these three shows what is the price movement over the days. Okay, so these there are actually two types of moving averages: short term, that is 20 DMA and 50 DMA, whereas long term, that is 200 DMA. So 20 DMA and 50 DMA smooths out short term price movement. Okay, and 200 DMA gives the longer trend, that is for longer duration what is the price movement. So what exactly is the crossover? So a moving average crossover occurs when two DMA, any two DMA, that is 20 DMA, 50 DMA or 200 DMA crosses each other. So that is what crossover is all about. So there are two famous types of crossovers. That is golden cross, which is when the 50 DMA crosses the 200 DMA. So 50 DMA crosses the 200 DMA, that is golden cross, crosses above the 200 DMA. 50 DMA crosses above the 200 DMA, that is golden cross. And death cross, that means 50 DMA crosses below the 200 DMA, that is death cross. For golden cross, this is a strong buy signal, whereas for death cross, it is a strong sell signal. Okay, so let's go through the Google Sheets to find out how we can get the crossover data directly in the Google Sheets. So this is the Google Sheet for moving average crossover trend. So I have created the Nifty 50 list where I can get all the details about the crossover trend. So before that, let's go to the Nifty 100 list. Okay, so I have created this Nifty 100 list where I am getting all the stocks of Nifty 100. First, this is Nifty 50 till here, that is till Wipro, and then Nifty next 50 till here, Zydus Life Sciences. So I have created the Nifty 100 list. So I have also added this individual type where I have added what is Nifty 50 and what is Nifty next 50. This company name, industry, symbol, series, ISIN code, this I am getting from the NSE website. Okay, and this I have just added this that just get the Nifty 50 and Nifty next 50. I can get more also. So as of now, I have just added Nifty 50 and Nifty 150 and created this list out here. Now coming back to the moving average. So what I have done is I have created this indices. So indices gets the list from here. See, Nifty 50 and Nifty next 50. It gets the list from here, and then based on that I can select Nifty 50 or Nifty next 50. When I've selected Nifty 50, it will give me the Nifty 50 stock list. If I select the Nifty next 50, I'll just wait for 2 seconds, 10 seconds, and it will load. So now I'm getting all the stock list of Nifty next 50. So let me go back to the Nifty 50. So how I have done it is that I have created a query that whatever you select in the indices, I will select only those, I'll only get those lists out here. So since we have selected Nifty 50, I am checking that go to the Nifty 50 list and from there select the type, that D, where A is equals to Nifty 50. So it will get all the symbol from there. Okay. Now next I am getting the current market price. How I am getting is I am calling the Google Finance, creating the ticker. Ticker is nothing but NSC under colon and the A6. A6 is Adani End. This is the name of the stock. So I am creating this ticker and then giving the attribute as price. So that will give me the current market price. Similarly for open, I am creating this Google Finance list where this NSE A6, this is the ticker as I told earlier, and then I am creating the attribute called price open, which will give me the open price of this. Similarly, it will give me the high price with the attribute high, low price with the attribute low, previous close with the attribute close YEST. For all these five, I am keeping the ticker same, that is NSC colon A6, that is Adani End. Now coming to the change percentage. So change percentage, how I am getting? I am creating this Google Finance and creating the attribute change PCT, which will give me the change percentage between yesterday's closing, that is last trading day closing, and today. So this will give me if today the market this change has been positive or negative. If it is positive, it will be in the green color, and if it is negative, it is in the red color. For that, what I have done is I have created this conditional format. So let me show you. So if you go to the conditional formatting, let me show it out here. So if you see that I have created this conditional format rule that if the value is greater than 0, will be in green color. If the value is less than 0, it will be in red color. So this is how I am creating the conditional format. So let me go back out here. Now, so this is how I will create the change percentage. Now coming to the 20 DMA. So 20 DMA is I am creating the Google Finance and getting the close price from today to last 20 days, and then creating the query to select the close price. Okay, and then creating the average of those close price. So it will give me the average of 20 days, 20 trading days. Whereas for 50, it will give me the average of 50 trading days, close price trading days. So as you can see, I have given today minus 50. That means last 50 trading days close price, and then the average of that. Similarly, for 200 DMA also, I have calculated the average of last 200 close price, and based on the trading days, I am calculating the average of that. So that means this is a 200 daily moving average. Now next is I am doing this 20 DMA to 50 DMA crossover. How I am doing is, if this 20 DMA, that is H6, is greater than 50 DMA, that means I am selecting the up arrow, otherwise it's a down arrow. Okay, so as you can see out here, the 20 DMA is more than 50 DMA, that's why the green mark and up arrow. Here this 20 DMA is less than 50 DMA, that is same as red, that is low. Now 50 DMA to 200 DMA crossover. So for this, I am doing that if 50 DMA is greater than 200 DMA, okay, then show the down and the red one, and if that 50 DMA is more than 200 DMA, then show the green one. Okay. After that, I am doing the today's trend from previous day closing price. So that means if today, that means B6 is the current market price, and F6 is the previous day closing price. If current market price is greater than the last close price, then the trend is up. Okay, it is similar to this also, change percentage. If the change percentage is in positive, it will be in up. If the change percentage is in negative, it will be the down. Okay, now this is today's trend from high price. Okay, so if the current market price is greater than the high price, then the trend is up, otherwise the trend is down. So if you see out here, so the current market price is 3135, whereas the high price is 3139. So that means the current price is less than high price, and that's why the trend is down. So let me show you any up. No, as of today, as of doing this video, there is no stock which has the today's trend from means up from the high price. Now buy signal based on the 20 to 50 DMA crossover. So this I am creating two conditions. That's why I have given and. B6 is greater than F6. That means it is in the uptrend. B6, as I said, B6 is current market price. F6 is the previous close market price. So that means if it is if it is in the uptrend, this previous day closing price uptrend, and then if the H6 is greater than I6, H6 means the 20 DMA is greater than 50 DMA, then I am getting the buy signal. Okay, and sell signal is if it is totally opposite of the buy signal, it will be a less signal. That means the B6 is less than F6. That means today's price is less than yesterday's price. And if 50 DMA is less than 20 DMA, then it's a sell signal. So let me take one example. This is one example where if you see the trend is down, as well as the 50 DMA is 20 DMA is less than 50 DMA, and that's why it's a sell signal. The buy signal based on the 50 to 200 DMA crossover is same as that of 20 to 50 DMA crossover, where I am just checking if B6 is greater than F6. That means if today's trend from previous day closing price is up, along with that, if I6 is greater than J6, that means if 200 DMA 50 DMA is more than 200 DMA, then it's a buy signal. So if I take this example where it's an uptrend and 50 DMA is greater than 200 DMA, that's why it's a buy signal. Now for sell signal, it's totally opposite of this, where the trend will be in down, along with that 200 DMA will be less than 50 DMA. So if I take, there is no sell signal as of now based on the 50 to 200 DMA crossover. Okay, now this sheet link I will be adding in the description, where you will get all the details about all the stocks, Nifty 50 and Nifty Next 50 stocks. For your own thing, you can add any number of Nifty list, like you can go to Nifty 500 also, and based on that you can get all the signals. Now this is just I would say an idea, where you will see what is the trend of today, and the buy signal or sell signal based on the crossover. But based on this, we should not be buying or selling. We should also do our strategy. We should also apply our strategy, different strategies, whatever you are applying. We should apply and see if it is giving us a buy signal or less sell signal. See, we have so many thousand stocks. Okay, now we cannot track all the stocks at once, right? So using this seed, we can actually narrow down our list, that whether you want to do intraday or short-term trading or long-term investment. So what you can do out of these many stocks, what you can do, you can narrow down. For narrow down, I have created this list where we can narrow down based on say for example, from here we can narrow down, okay, whatever buy signal I am getting, I'll just take that stock and then try to see if our other strategy is giving us a buy signal for that stock or not, and based on that I will be investing in that stock. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all about moving average crossover trend. If you have any questions regarding the same or any other things, do let me know in the comments. And if you want to enhance this, and if you want to have any other strategies which you want me to look into that and create a Google sheet, do let me know. I will be reading your comments, I will be replying to that, and do like and share this video. We are very new. We want to reach to most of the people, so that everyone will have access to most of the strategies in their fingerprints, that means in their Google Sheet. So your like or your subscription will make us reach this video to more people. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. Thank you.